Yeah, I might do it.
Thank you. Thank you so much. This is huge. I've been wanting to invest in SpaceX, although Elon is saying that that if you are in Tesla, that he's going to try to make sure you get to invest when Starlink goes public, which is part of next couple of years. It's going to go public. The web internet.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
Welcome back to the 100 Millionaires Podcast. My name is Walter Murillo. I'm hanging out with Mike and Mitch. A couple of millionaires just talking about some of the great things that happen in their lives, including moving to Roatan and possibly getting to SpaceX stocks. Mike Shine, bring us in.
Passive income from passive income, glistening in Roatan, getting used to the heat down here.
Yeah, summer hits different in Roatan. Summer hits different when you're on the equator.
Yeah, I have that thick New England blood. I haven't adjusted yet, you know.
Oh, your blood's gonna thin. Just you
Yeah,
gotta give
It's
it.
quick.
You gotta give it. Actually, it's gonna take like a year. You gotta get through like one winter, so to speak.
I'm willing.
One
Challenge,
non-winter.
I remember when it
challenge
happened to me.
challenge accepted. I am willing to stay here.
You're gonna think
I love it. Mitch, how do we get that massive income from passive income before we
you gotta
carry on
organize,
with the
and
weather?
then you gotta collect after you do that organizing.
So yeah, it does take a little while for your blood to thin out a little bit. I think the first time I went winterless. You know, I call it going winterless because yeah, technically the season's there, but I don't feel it. I was in Vegas 2018 and I was winterless for the whole winter. And I remember coming back to Boston in February and it's snowing. And I was like, dude, what the hell? Like, I was winterless and I had one snowfall, so I ruined my streak. This last 2 years, it seems like I always go back for Christmas. You know, like it's like I'm flying back to all the snow and Christmas. And I remember every time I get off the plane, I'm just like, dude, no, like a lot of profanities, but it ends in this.
I think it's smarter that your family gets together on the 4th of July. So
I agree.
that's the better time to come back to New England. But
That is 4th of July is where like all of my family gather. So it's just a way better party for me to be there.
nice. Yeah, that's
Then Christmas,
perfect.
just like I'm just there with my dad, you know, which is cool. Love my
Yeah.
dad.
Gotta get your dad to come down to Tampa.
No, he does. He comes down like that. That's the cool thing about my dad. He'll hit Tampa. He'll hit Orlando. When I was living in Vegas, he came out to Vegas. Like my dad loves to travel.
Hey, I got a question for you. I was driving by this place yesterday. It was called Las Vegas Electricity, or it's like electrician. Okay.
In
I-
Roatan, on the
in
tropical
Roatan.
island.
Yeah, I'm just wondering, did you ever think like, what does Las Vegas mean? Like, what's a Vega?
I have
Because
no idea what a
I
Vega
always
is.
thought Las Vegas.
There was a cool car in the late 70s.
There you go.
The
Did you Google
Vegas.
it?
I'm gonna look it up. I did not. I was driving at the time, so
All right, so you're gonna find out what a Las Vegas
What
is.
like a Vega is.
Mitch, how you been doing with getting in shape? I've been doing this challenge for the last bunch of days. I got 37 days left to the summit, and the goal is to get in shape for stage, so that we're not rich fat people, we're rich in shape people.
Well, considering I hurt my shoulder in New York playing basketball like 3 weeks ago, and I haven't played basketball, and well, actually, it's been more than that. I haven't played basketball in a month. So I went from getting my basketball exercise to getting zero exercise. So that's how I'm doing. I'm actually in
Mike's
worse
got the
shape than I
guns.
was a month ago.
No.
I gotta.
Well, you got
start-
37
Luckily-
days.
Luckily, I'm 6'4" and only weigh 180 pounds, so I can
Awesome.
get away with not working out, unless I want to try and get some muscles. But that's all right. That's what a sport coat's for.
All right, I
Which is
got
what
the-
you'll be
Going-
wearing.
if I was gonna go on stage like TED Talk style with like t-shirt and jeans, which I considered, but I'm like, then I gotta get these arms puffed up. I was like, yeah, that sounds like too much work. I'm just throwing the sport coat.
Well, I think
I
I'm gonna
considered-
do like I said with Noah. Join the local gym here in Roatan, and then you're motivating me, Walter, with the 30 whatever days. I figured if I can join by 30 days, then I'll have 30 solid days to just start doing the weights.
I wonder how many people are out there right now who are waiting for day 30, right? Because as you said that, I just realized like I can see
30-day
a lot
challenge.
of people saying, you know what, 30-day challenge. That's what must be what Walter's
Start a
been
new
talking
one.
about.
Dude, you should start a new one. 30-day challenge on what is that? You got to start it when? September, a week from now, basically.
Yeah.
Now leading straight up to the summit, 30-day challenge right up to
I
the
would
summit.
say I'm going to jump in that, but come the 21st, I'll be traveling all over Massachusetts and Rhode Island for a week. So that makes it more difficult. I can do push-ups. I'm going to see Steve. I'll do push-ups with
Yeah, there you
Steve.
go.
120, 130 push-ups a day, man.
So you
Keep rocking them.
So Guelta, you have the recession proof challenge.
Yeah.
So we can do a 30-day marshmallow proof challenge. That'll be what we'll do. 30 days.
The goal is an ounce a day. We want to drop an ounce a day. At the end of the 2 weeks, we'll drop a pound.
Yeah. No, so definitely it's motivating me. You're motivating me. So.
Thank you, man. I've heard that from a couple people since you brought up the recession proof challenge. They've been seeing it too, because we are at a 30-day challenge. We're building our 100 millionaires, right? We're building our network of 100 people in that challenge. And but they're also following me on Facebook and on TikTok and Instagram and Snapchat and Twitter. And they're seeing the weight thing. Not weight, because I'm not shifting weight. I'm not losing weight. I'm shifting weight.
The upper body.
The upper body gains, right? All that. I do one leg day every 2 weeks. Yeah. And now I'm working out with the girls. So Dorina and Amy are coming to the gym. So now I'm doing like one leg day and an extra back day, because as they're doing legs and squats, I'm lifting the weights and putting them into place.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, I saw Dorina do hers. That was great. Nice job, Dorina.
Yeah, we're having a blast.
The squats on that machine. I love that machine. I did look up Vega.
Smith. You like Smith machine, yeah. Vega. So what is Las Vegas? What is a Las Vegas?
So a Vega, this is ironic, is a large grassy plain or valley. So that would be plural, so that Las Vegas means the large grassy plains or valleys, which is ironic.
Which is definitely not what Las Vegas is.
Maybe they want to just have that connotation.
They were manifesting.
In the middle of the desert.
I mean, they got the plains part they got right, just not the grass.
Right, exactly. So
grass coming soon.
Or maybe they just, figured, well, add the grass.
It's funny how a marketing thing.
We just have Spanish words like peppered throughout our language, and we didn't even think about it. Like I didn't think for years Las Vegas was Las Vegas. There you go.
Oh yeah,
never considered it.
Well, and the irony is too with music, there's a lot of Spanish, not even fully Spanish, or Spanish-based songs that became super popular in America. And then if you actually know Spanish and you hear what they're saying, you're like, this is not good, but it sounds great. Like just the sound of it, and when you don't even know what they're saying.
Guys, I got to bring us back to money because this is the 100 Millionaires podcast. We're on a mission to build 100 millionaires who aspire to build 100 millionaires. So there's some stuff going on right now with the Fed potentially. Well, we were thinking it was going to be 75%, 75 points.
I think Mitch and I are on the same page. We said they're not going to do a point. They
might do a point.
I don't think so.
I don't think. And if they do,
I don't think so either. But it's coming. If they're still pushing, like this is the thing with the Fed, if they're still pushing for 75 points at this point, what's to stop them from doing it again next time around? Even a 50 would be a game changer. But if they go for a point, if they go for 75, if they go for 50, either way, it doesn't matter. They're pushing up, which is going to again just crack a little bit more on the real estate market, even though we still have demand.
Bumping the interest rates up. I'm trying to do deals, and these mortgage rates are getting annoying. My cash flow is shrinking.
Although when we were on the crypto call last night, we were talking about the fact that despite the Fed doing what they're doing, we're still investing in real estate.
Oh, absolutely.
We're just being more selective. Neil pointed out that there'll be better deals in a year, which is
we're getting better.
More deals.
We're getting better terms.
Yeah, exactly.
We're getting way better terms now than we've gotten in years. Now sellers you know what? I will do seller financing.
Exactly.
Sure.
I totally
take over my mortgage. But we're just getting so much more now.
And because people are, like the boomers, there's getting to be more and more boomers every day. And some of these people just want to retire and they don't have like that as much of a window as you guys do. And so they're willing to
Mike,
sell.
are you a boomer? Are you technically a boomer?
I am.
Mike is technically a boomer.
Last one.
He's
Last
very
year.
end of
the
it.
last year. How long was that? Was it 18 years? 20 years?
No.
I know the oldest are going to be turning 78 next year.
45
that old?
45 to 64.
45, 64.
Yeah, because in
So 19 years.
See, I'm in that lost generation. I'm
World War II ended, and they came home, and everybody started having
Babies.
Yeah,
that is a big range. My mom is like right in the middle of that, I guess, or a little, yeah, or higher side. So mid.
So here's the deal. Like until they start dying, and then we going through probate, we're not going to get a huge flood on the market.
Yeah.
Right. Like
they're dying now.
oh, they're dying. Yeah, there's
Well,
people who are dying early, but
45,
I also think
like what, 70?
no, there's a flood. It's just it's specific to markets because you have all the baby boomers that are selling their houses in the Northeast
Exactly.
and moving to Florida. And I see,
Yep.
I see it personally, obviously, like my friends' parents.
this is early adopters. Actually, it's not. Yeah, it's early adopters.
That's why Vinny Chopra is brilliant.
Yeah.
Because he's doing assisted living
Residential assisted
in
living.
Florida,
It's freaking genius.
and it's the boomers are just, they're not dying, but they need assistance. They need,
More and more.
yeah,
Like it's
more
just
and
getting
more.
started.
Now, just
Yep.
a little aside from my vegan side is that we have the SAD, or standard American diet. So that's killing these people early. And, or not.
we're still hitting.
getting them,
We're still hitting our
getting-
standard 78
Mike.
years old. Like
I saw
but they
some,
get-
I didn't
they're
read the
getting
article. I
sick,
just
they're
saw the
getting
headline.
overweight.
And it said in 10 years, 90 is going to be the new 40.
yeah, easily.
it.
Well,
Based on,
we're
I
getting
guess,
smarter with our diet. We're cleaning up
technology and-
a lot of stuff, technology, medical, like
I don't
genomics.
I don't necessarily agree that Americans are. I mean, I know there are Americans that, but when you go
Look, Asian,
around America,
Asian society, all Asian cultures live 10 years longer than us.
yeah,
That's
Well,
just science. That's literally
Go-
statistics.
go to the Grand Canyon and see American tourists out in the wild, and it's
Yeah,
like,
no,
wow,
wild.
we have
Bro, I live in
we have
Tampa.
an-
I see American tourists all the time.
obesity problem all over the place.
Oh, yeah.
You don't need binoculars to find Americans in America.
I just, yeah, I don't know. Grand Canyon, it really hit. I was like, what?
It's hard, right?
going on? Yeah.
Hey, you know what? In Utah, it was the same thing. In Utah, we're out there, we're hiking, and
Yeah.
you see these people hiking, and it's like, dude, like, are you okay? Like, maybe you shouldn't be out this far.
Yeah. But I mean, it's that thing I keep talking about, the pleasure trap. The salt, oil, and sugar is just, Americans are just completely addicted to salt, oil, and sugar, and that just causes them to eat more and more of this crap like McDonald's.
Yeah, it's all part of the agenda, man. It's all part of how do we kill the Americans now? Like,
Right?
seriously, what it is this is what people want, and so corporations give it to them, right?
Yeah,
As business
exactly.
owner, like that's our job. Like they want it, we'll give it to them. Even Beyond Meat, like Mike, Beyond Meat,
Yeah.
those burgers taste delicious, but
Totally
they're not
agree.
healthy.
No,
And-
that was a real lesson for me, that the industry in America will give Americans
Whatever they ask for.
want, whatever they
Yes.
want. And so vegans are saying, well, we want to be vegan so that we look, like that's the cool new thing. But the other side of it is that they've created, just like, Beyond Meat or Impossible. Mitch looked at the ingredients at my house of like Beyond Meat jerky, and it was like 200 different ingredients. It's like, that's not
Yeah.
healthy, but people want
It's
it.
a chemistry
Yep.
lab, but like eating healthy is just going back to what our ancestors did, right? That's all it is. It's just go back to like what we actually had to do and eat healthy. But like
Right.
you can't hate corporations for being smart enough to go and sell you what
No.
you were asking for, right? Like it's just
But
Beyond Meat is a transitional product. It's designed to
Exactly.
get us from eating meat to eating veggies and
what
whatever.
what I think is that book, The Pleasure Trap, which if you read it, it means that you can see what they're doing. So you're not a victim of, I totally agree. And industry is going to try to make money, but at least if you read that book, you see where they're coming from, so you can make better choices. And I think that a lot of Americans don't know that this is happening. And I think if they knew, they would cut down on all that crap. That's my.
And I got 2 minutes. I got 1 minute. So before we
Yeah.
jump off,
Where are you going?
I've got a meeting with our marketing team. We're sending out a workflow we sent it out to 1,200 realtors yesterday in the Orlando market. And we
Okay.
sent out 6 different texts. So we did a beta test, like which text responds best. And
Yeah.
we all kind of came up with our own text. Felly, my assistant, came up with one. Amy came up with one. Mark Doswald came up with one.
Yeah.
Darina came up with one. Ron even threw one out there. And then we had the
Nice.
one that previously was working. We just tweaked it a little bit. And so now we're all
Okay.
kind of not competing,
Yeah,
but
no,
we're
I get
technically
that.
competing to see which
Yeah.
one hits better.
And does it,
So we said 200 to each person.
is to get them to come to the summit or what's the?
Well, this
what
is
do
a
you-
funnel. So this is a follow-up funnel. So it's an ascension model. So ideally, it's a cold person. I'm texting them saying something unique like, "Hey, do you work with investors?" And then they respond back. I move them to a call called working with real estate investors, working real estate agents working with
Oh,
investors.
right.
In that call, I teach them the process of how to get infinite leads without having to spend any money. And
Nice.
all the leads are real estate investors. So like you're stacking up a whole bunch of deals, work with 10 people, make 100 transactions. And then at the end, I talk about the recession-proof challenge. And in the recession-proof challenge, when you sign up for it, I give you a ticket to the summit. So yes,
That's
I'm filling
awesome.
the summit. It's just like a little bit of a
like
trip
it.
to get there.
I would love to, we need to, now that I'm in Roatan, we need to schedule Alchemist title. Get that
I'm ready,
going.
brother. Absolutely. We already pulled the list. We pulled the list in Woonsocket of off-market properties. And now it's just a matter of we've already locked down our lender. So then we'll just go in, hit those
Cool.
properties and say, hey, are you looking to do a reverse mortgage or sell
Yeah.
to us? Either way, we
Right.
don't care. We're going to go support all the
Yeah.
sellers in that market. And that's our beta test. So we'll beta test there. We use Alchemist Connect to
Nice.
do all of it. And then
But I like your marketing to realtors because realtors are the ones that actually send the business to so we can.
to the lender. So as I
Right.
build my network of realtors, I've built my value for lenders, and then we can start
Awesome.
building relationships. And then before you know it, Alchemist Title's doing all the closings.
It's so
So,
awesome.
yeah.
So we are licensed in Mass, Rhode Island, Connecticut, Maine, New Hampshire, and Florida now. So
Excellent. So if you know a
Alchemist Title.
lender, who's doing reverse mortgages and wants the best closing attorney, have them reach out to Michael Shine. Link in the bio. Drop a DM. Guys, I do have to jump. My team is jumping in here now.
Peace.
Before we jump out of here, what is the goal, Mike? What are we doing? I mean, the point is not to work, it's to
Well,
generate income, but
I love
well, how do
that.
we do that?
We do that through massive income from passive income because then we're not working, we're just getting income. So awesome.
I love that. I mean, that's the whole
Love that.
point, right? Mitch, how do we do it?
That was game changer.
Organize businesses, teams, all that good stuff.
Yeah,
And then collect.
before we jump off that, I have to say, and I probably said it before on the podcast, but seeing that phrase, Walter, in the very early days, the point is not to work, it is to generate income, just completely changed my life. Like just completely gave me permission to just do what I wanted to do. So if you're hearing this for the first time, say it 10 times when you wake up in the morning and 10 times before you go to bed. And oh my God, your life will change like that.
Wealth principle 32. The point is not to work, it's to generate income.
Love that. Love that.
I said it one day to Ron 6 or 7 years ago.
So
I was like, that I'm writing down. That really is the one. Like, yeah. Wrote it down on the whiteboard. It became a part of the book, became our mission.
Doesn't Terry use it? Terry use it for generator coaching?
Generate income. Yep.
Yeah. All right.
Yep.
Boom.
Boom.
All right. So Mitch, save your voice. I know you were talking earlier about having voice issues, when you're at a party, when you're hanging out in live events. So the 100 Millionaires Summit's coming up October 21st
I'm speaking
to
somewhere
23rd.
tonight. My voice is gone.
Clearly. So it's just your luck. So we're gonna make sure anybody who sees Mitch at the 100 Millionaires Summit be walking around with cough drops, lozenges, make sure he's all set. Somebody's gonna be following you with a cup of tea and lemon and honey,
I love
just to
that,
make sure
right?
you're all right.
That's the key.
Stay hydrated.
Stay hydrated. Ladies and gentlemen, stay hydrated. Cheers to your success. You have a choice. Always work with
Always
the
work
best.
with
We'll
the
see you next
best.
week.
Peace.
Later, guys.
Bye, guys.